Welcome to another episode of The Check-In Report. Today's topic, 21 reasons why Nas is better than 21 Savage. The young man is wildin'. He's geeking, if you will. Talking about Nas isn't relevant. I threw up in my mouth. I am an old head. I am 30 plus years old, and I was disgusted at this young man talking about Nas isn't relevant. Nas is not hip. Nas is not relevant to the world of today. I was disgusted. Why is it only hip hop that disrespects its legends? I don't see any, a young pianist that's a white young man that's playing a piano disrespecting Elton John. I don't see a young guitar player that's white disrespecting Mick Jagger or Axl Rose or Slash. Why is it only in hip hop where the youth has to disrespect the legends, the OGs, the people that have paved the way for them? You know, he since walked back his comments, but you said what you said. And you got to deal with the consequences, especially the fact that he's not a non-FBA. He's not an American. He's an African posing as some type of Atlanta goon. I don't believe him. I'm not convinced that he's like that. And we're going to get into 21 reasons. 21 on why Nas is better than 21 Savage.
Oh, no.
Yes. You're not gonna disrespect our legends. You're a clown. You are a clown. You are a walking, moving, breathing Sambo, 21 Savage. Let's be real.
No.
You are a walking pickaninny. You are a walking caricature of everything wrong in America. You're a clown. So we're going to get into these 21 reasons why Nas is better than 21 Savage. Reason number one. Reason number one. Longevity. Nas has been in the game since 1994. Really 1991, because Live in the Barbecue came out 1991. So he came on the scene in 1991, dropped his first album 1994. The man is coming up on almost 30 years in the game. Will 21 Savage be here 30 years later? Will people still care about his music? Will people still care to hear him? Will he still be trying to get, features off of Drake? Or will Drake just, leave him on red? Leave him, won't answer the voicemail 30 years from now? Because Drake's spot is solidified. I can't say the same for 21 Savage. But longevity. Let's go into reason number two. Catalog. Does 21 Savage have catalog? And he's a young artist. I'm not gonna go hard on him that hard because he's a young artist. He's still building a catalog. But will people care about his catalog 30 years from now? People are still playing Illmatic. People are still playing It Was Written, Stillmatic, Godson, King Disease 1 through 3, Magic. Even the albums that people necessarily didn't really care for, like the Nostradamus. People still check for the catalog of Nas 30 years later. Solidified. Legendary status. So let's go into reason number 3, which is a really good reason. Lyricism. lyricism. If anybody heard the new Drake and the new Drake and 21 Savage album, man, I'm gonna be honest.
No.
Let's talk about it. When I downloaded that 21 Savage and Drake album, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I deleted all of the songs from 21 Savage. I'm being real with you. And I know it may sound you know, just because I'm doing this video on him, but I literally deleted all of his songs off of that album. His rhymes are trash. He's a garbage rapper. He's very ABC 1, 2, 3. You know, very simple. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that style, it works for him. You know, I don't expect him to write a Rewind by Nas. I don't expect him to write I Gave You Power, or a real philosophical lyricism based song like that, because his style works for him. But in terms of just, you know, the fine-tuned art of lyricism, words, what your words mean, the story you tell with your words, I mean, this guy is lacking. He's not a lyricist. You know, he's just an ABC 1, 2, 3. Rat rhymes with cat, dog rhymes with hog, gun rhymes with fun. It's real basic. There's no art to his lyricism. There's no art to 21 Savage lyricism. You're talking about a guy like Nas. When you look at his words, his rhymes, it's like poetry. Poetry in motion. One of the greatest lyricists that have ever graced a mic, Nasir Jones. So let's get into the next reason, which is reason number 4 that I wrote down. Storytelling. The art of storytelling. One of the greatest storytellers that hip hop has ever seen. Nas, just like I said, I Gave You Power. Undying Love. What else? Cherry Wine. Last Words. A song he wrote, Film. Just endless records of just him, you know, making beautiful stories on record. Can 21 Savage do that? Does he have that skill as a lyricist? I think not. Let's get into the next reason why I say Nas is better than 21 Savage. Realness. Let's be honest, man. Realness. Nas came up in the most grittiest times in New York. Crime was at its peak. The drug epidemic was at its peak. And Nas speaks as the oracle of those times. Who is 21 Savage? How real is 21 Savage, man? His father, he claimed his father was a junkie. You know, there's been some research, and I don't know if it's true or not, but there's some that's saying that his father is a doctor in Africa. You know, he claimed that he was from Atlanta, born and raised. That's since been debunked. He's from the United Kingdom. So is 21 Savage really real? Is he really who he portrays himself to be? You know, he portrays himself as some thug dude, you know, top gunner. He don't have no love for the hoes. But he was, you know, standing at the slut walk with a I'm a hoe too sign for Amber Rose. Who is this guy? Who is him? Who is he? Who is he, honestly? Truth to character. So realness. I have to give Nas the point in realness. My next reason sincerity. When Nas is on a record, it's not all bang bang shoot 'em up. That's all 21 Savage has to offer. Let's be honest. Bang bang shoot 'em up, bang bang shoot 'em up, bang bang shoot 'em up. Die slow, nigga. That's all he has to offer. Opposed to a guy like Nas, rapping on both sides of the battle that has lost, the battle that is fighting. He's sincere in his rhymes, man. He's just not rhyming from the perspective of a person that's shooting and killing and murdering and pillaging and R-wording and just taking and taking. He's rapping from the perspective of a person that's hurting, rapping from a person that has witnessed someone hurting. He's rapping from a perspective that is sincere and honest. Is 21 Savage doing that? Or is he misrepresenting the struggles of the black male today? I think so. Which goes into my next reason why I think Nas is better. Seniority. Nas has been in the game for 30 plus years now. He's been in the game for a very long time. Seniority. Have some respect for your legends. You dusty African 21 Savage. Have some respect. Alright? You're a non-FBA. Have some respect for the culture. Have some respect for the legends. Which goes into my next reason. Humbleness. Nas has been humble his whole career. He's been humble. He's respected the legends. He's paid homage to the legends. You had songs like UBR. He had songs like Where Are They Now? Paying respects to the people that paved the way for him. Let's go into the next reason. Battle tested. Nas going toe to toe with Jay-Z. Going toe to toe with Big. Going toe to toe with the monstrous rap legends of their time. Going toe to toe with Pac. Nas is battle tested. 21 Savage he ain't got no bars to go at toe to toe. What is he gonna say on a record against a Pusha T? Pusha T clapped at him today. What is he gonna say to Pusha T? If him and Drake fell out and they did a record, what is he gonna say to Drake? Is he gonna have bars? Is he gonna make you, say ooh and ah, really, grab your nuts like, oh, this nigga spitting? I think not. Which goes into my next reason. Fearlessness. Nas is fearless. He did the N-Word album. He's always stood on what he believed in. He did things that were totally antithetical to what rap is. He challenged the mold, like with the N-Word album. When him and Jay-Z were going back and forth and back. He deaded the beef. He shook hands with Jay on stage to let him know this is how black men are supposed to move. That's fearlessness. That's a man that's not afraid to challenge the times, challenge the status quo. Nas is fearless. He's been fearless his whole career, from what he says on record to how he moves as a human being. My next reason. Creativity. You're talking about a man who wrote a song about being a gun. You're talking about a man who has songs that are, stories that can be really movies and films. You're talking about a man that has put 30 years of creative writing, beautiful writing, Smithsonian writing, Shakespearean writing on record. Which goes into our next reason. Let's get into the next reason. respected. Nas is respected by his peers. He's respected by the Eminems, the Jay-Z's, the Tupacs, the Bigs, the Drakes, the guy you're nut hugging, 21 Savage, the guy you're nut hugging that you're happy that you got, your little 400,000 records sold because you nut hugged Drake for a whole album. Drake respects Nas. Nas is respected throughout hip hop. Who are you to talk about him? You're just a clown, a caricature, a Sambo rapper. Which goes into my next reason. Nas has the greatest album ever recorded, Illmatic. Does 21 Savage have an Illmatic? Will Savage Mode be looked at as an Illmatic? I'm pretty sure it won't be. I'm pretty sure people will be using Savage Mode to break up weed on. I'm showing my age. People don't break up weed on albums anymore. But they should on that, because people stream now. But they should break up weed on Savage Mode. Nobody's gonna listen to that 20 years from now, 30 years from now. And it won't be remembered like an Illmatic. Illmatic is in the Library of Congress, regarded as the greatest hip-hop album of all time. Greatest hip-hop album of all time. Not of the decade, not of the year, of all time. So let's go on to the next reason. Era in which he came out. Nas came out. Let's talk about it. Nas came out in one of the most grittiest, competitive, strongest, lyric-based, talent-based eras ever in hip-hop. He didn't come up in this watered-down devaluation of music era, stream-based, popularity-based, no talent, easy TikTok, make a dance to get a poppin' record era. He came up in an era where people had to go to the store to cop an album, not click a link and listen to a song. People had to get up off of their ass to buy an album. Would you, as a person listening to this, recording, put yourself in 2001, put yourself in 1996, 1997, and you in the whatever the last 21 Savage solo album was. Could you picture yourself getting up off of your ass, spending your hard-earned money on a 21 Savage CD? I think not. I know I wouldn't. So let's get into the next reason. Wisdom. Nas has always been wise on record. Always carried himself like a man, an honest man. I even heard Hassan Campbell say it one time, and I agreed with him. Nas always carried himself as a man. He never carried himself as a boy. He was always, Nas was like the prodigal son. Honestly, he was like the prodigal son. Everything that he was rhyming about since Illmatic was so far ahead, was so far advanced. Wisdom, man. Always given, from the song I Know I Can, always giving wisdom, always dropping jewels, always giving education, always giving people something to look up. That's what Nas is. Wisdom. Which goes into my next reason. History. Just like I said, Nas on the record, always giving people, lessons on history. He talked about on I Know I Can about how the Europeans shot up the noses of the Egyptian Sphinx, and how they hated us and how they hated on our history, tried to burn the libraries and take away the history of the contributions of the black man. always giving history, always giving lessons in his music. My next reason, influence. Nas has influenced the new generation, from the Kendricks, the J. Coles, the Bass, the Joey Badasses, all the young up and coming rappers that want to rap, not the watered down, devaluated music artists, but the artists that actually care about the art form. They're all students of Nas, all of them. YBN Cordae, the list goes on and on and on of people who respect this man, who are influenced by this man. Let's get into my next reason. Legacy. The legacy of Nas, man. A lot of people aren't even thinking about when 21 Savage said this thing. They're not thinking about how Nas is even paving the way for 21 Savage now. As a rapper in his 50s, rhyming and making music for today. A lot of people, that's what infuriates me with a lot of these young men that are rappers. They don't know about the history of rap. They don't know the backstory of rap. They don't know how, when rap was first created, when rap first started, there were people saying that it was a fad. It wouldn't last by the end of the year. It wouldn't be around. It'd be out of here like Pet Rocks and Chia Pets. There was people that were saying that rap wouldn't last this long. And then you got these clowns like 21 Savage who profit off of the culture as a non-FBA, as a person who wasn't there when hip-hop started. Profiting off of rap, profiting off of the culture, contributing nothing but just taking. Just a walking, living, breathing caricature of Sambo. As an ignorant Negroidian man. It sickens me. It sickens me to my stomach. Nas is paving the way as an elder artist, as a legacy artist for him today. So that when 21 Savage becomes, 58 Savage, 52-year-old Savage, that he can have a career, that he can still go on stage, that he can still put out music. He doesn't have to have an expiration date, that he can be relevant to his core fan base. And it sickens me that this man opened up his disgusting mouth on the great Nasir Jones, which goes into my next reason, my final three. The next reason why Nas is better than 21 Savage is the devaluation of music today. And I talked a little bit about this earlier. Music has been devalued. It's not like how it was back in the day when you loved the artist. You got your little money together. You went to the Capitol Records or Tower Records, or you went to Best Buy, or you went to wherever people had CDs. All the places where people had CDs or vinyl back in the day, tape cassettes. Music was more appreciated pre-Napster, pre-LimeWire. People cared about the art. People cared about the artists. There's no appreciation to music now. You just click a stream. The artists are getting, screwed. 1,500 streams is one unit of sell. That's ludicrous. 15,000 streams is one unit of sell. Whoever put that in a contract is the greatest scam artist of all time. But that's another That's another video. But the devaluation of music is real. You got artists, great artists, talented artists that have to make dances on TikTok just to get their art heard. Great artists, classically trained artists. I'm not even talking about rap at this point. I'm talking about people that can play instruments, pianists, trumpet players, saxophone players, people that play the cello, classically trained artists have to resort to TikTok dances to get their music heard by the masses. Not based off of their talent, not based off of what their God-given ability is, but they have to make videos of them, clowning themselves, them, acting like a buffoon to get their art heard. People illegally downloading your music, giving out music for free. The devaluation of music is real today. And a lot of people don't want to talk about it, but it's real. Yes, is it maybe easier to get your music heard today? I would say yes. But a lot of people have to resort to nonsense and have to disrespect themselves and disrespect their art just to get heard by the masses. And it's disgusting. Now let's get into the last two reasons why Nas is better than 21 Savage. Nas raps better than most of the youth. You name a young artist that has come out in the last 5 years. 5 years, just 5 years. I can't think of an artist that has come out in the last 5 years. 5 years. That raps better than Nas. I'll wait. An artist that has come out in the last 5 years that raps better than Nas. I can't think of one. I can't think of an artist that raps better than Nas in the last 5 years. So you're so quick to call him irrelevant. You're so quick to de-appreciate his music and his art and his legacy. But what are you guys offering? Are you offering up the new Nas? Are you offering up the new lyrical guy? Are you offering up something that is competing or compatible? No. It's just watered down, deappreciated, devalued, niggardly music that doesn't do anything. That's low vibrational music. That's what 21 Savage is. Low vibrational music. And what goes into my last and final reason of why Nas is better than 21 Savage. And this is my last and final reason. And we're going to end the video. Who is 21 Savage? Honestly, who is 21 Savage? Is he from Atlanta? Is he from the UK? Is his father a junkie, or was his father a doctor? Is he a thug? Is he not a thug? Is he a slut? Is he not a slut? The man held up "I'm a slut too" sign for Amber Rose. He's a simp, to be real honest. He's a simp. The fact, I don't know any thug that falls in line to his hoe. So he's a simp. But who is 21 Savage? Because I don't believe his character. I don't believe his whatever image he's trying to sell. He doesn't have no resume of him getting busy. He doesn't have no long rap sheet. He probably got a couple charges on him, but that's regular nigga shit. Who is 21 Savage? He's surely not no rap legend. He's surely not no rap god. He's surely not important and not relevant in my book. And don't you ever open up your nasty, disgusting, rotten mouth. You non-FBA. They found you they found you in an African village and shipped you to the UK. And then your mom and dad got you a first class ticket to Georgia. And then you somehow got a rap career and you think you could talk down upon the legends. I rebuke you. And those are my thoughts.
Oh, no, 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 no.
But these have been the 21 reasons why Nas is better than 21 Savage. Thank you for joining me. Please join me again. I hope you like and subscribe to my channel. Comment. Please engage. Let me know how you guys are feeling about my reasons. I hope you guys enjoyed my buttery smooth voice. Calmed you down. Hope you got yourself a nice little cupcake, a nice little nectarine beverage, and hope you're enjoying the day. Thank you for joining me. Toodles.